your white horse, take your love, 'cause I don't wanna keep it. I am out of place, and you are out of time. I tell your fortune, but the words don't rhyme. I'm not your chambermaid, you're not my love.
Good morning, YouTube, and happy Saturday. So you've probably noticed that I'm not in my usual place. I'm currently at my mom's house helping her out for the weekend because she's home from the hospital and stuff. So I am literally sitting on a nice little patch of floor next to a giant window. And so if the lighting ever gets weird, like sometimes when I go like this, it like changes colors. I noticed when I was testing. So if it does that, I'm sorry. I think it's because the walls are like an orange and a yellow, and then the natural light from outside is like really white. So I think it's just like confused. I don't even know. Anyway, so I thought I would do like a mini haul / first impressions for you. That I was originally going to include as part of a big collective haul, but this came first, and the other stuff I realized could kind of be in its own category because it's like more like all natural vegan kind of stuff, and then this is not. At least it's not all natural. I don't think it's vegan either then. And so I just decided to do it by itself and its own thing. But before we get to that, I just wanted to mention some things that I haven't talked about in previous videos, just because, like, not on purpose or because I was trying to hide anything, but just because it hadn't come up and I just didn't think about it. So currently, in terms of eating habits, I'm not actually eating vegan right now. Right now, very currently, I'm kind of more like, I've been like a kind of flexible vegetarian, so I've been like eating fish and stuff. My eating habits kind of change a lot depending on like the situation I'm in and the season it is, even sometimes. So it kind of happened the last, over the summer, I moved to Seattle for 2 months for a fellowship, and I was crazy busy, and I was staying with a homestay, and they were cooking dinner for us every night. And I really didn't want to impose on them to like eat vegan, especially because, Seattle is kind of really big for like seafood and stuff, and I wanted to have the whole cultural experience, and I didn't want to impose on my homestay. So I started, letting myself just kind of be, pescatarian or whatever, and that's kind of how it started. And I started getting really into thinking about being more interested in eating local than just eating not animals, I guess. So right now I am kind of pescatarian, but I only get my eggs, for instance, at the local co-op, so they're from like a local farm, and I know that the chickens were treated well. So I've kind of been shifting more in that direction and realizing the importance of eating food that was taken care of by workers that are taken care of, and stuff that's local and seasonal, and that's really good for the environment. And it's kind of hard to do that and be vegan when you don't have a lot of time to cook. So, I'll let you know as like things change. Typically, I'll probably go back to being vegan at some point, we'll see. And that doesn't change my ethics for the makeup that I buy. I'm still only wanting to support vegan and cruelty-free products. Anything that I buy that's not cruelty-free, I bought on accident. So, or because I was being lazy and wasn't looking it up, and not being careful enough. So I apologize for that. I didn't want to like deceive anyone, because I know my screen name's Vegan Emerald and I can't change that. But still, I think in terms of most beauty gurus, like mainstream ones at least, that my collection is much more vegan than theirs is probably. So I think it's still an accurate descriptor in like my values and what I care about. Disclaimer and explaining out of the way, let's get on to the fun part. So, and I checked this time, and this company is cruelty free. I decided after watching some of Queen of Blending's, a couple of her tutorials, she's like, oh my god, she's best ever. You probably know that. She's so good. Anyway, I watched some of her really awesome, colorful, dramatic tutorials, and she was using this, and it's the 60 color eyeshadow palette from and it's the BH Day and Night palette. So it's from BH Cosmetics, and it looks like this in the box. This is the box that it came in. And I haven't used it yet, so it's not on my face because I swatched it a little bit. I didn't want to like mess with it before I got to show you all. And it says on the back that it's this one's for working gals and studious girls. Our 60 color BH Day and Night eyeshadow palette is the best palette for your day to night transitions. 30 eyeshadows are soft and sophisticated for day wear, and 30 glamorous shades are perfectly picked to layer and complement your day look for your night out. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. And I really wanted to dupe some of Queen of Blending's looks, and I was like, you know what, I just should get this palette. I should just check it out. And it was on sale for $10, and 60 eyeshadows for $10. I'm already kind of like once bitten, twice shy with 88 palettes because of the 88 original palette from Coastal Scents, which was the third 88 palette that I got, and I was so disappointed because it was full of bright colors, and the ones that I really wanted had like no pigmentation. So I've been staying away from like cheap, lots of colors eyeshadow palettes. But I decided to get this, and yeah, so we will see what it's like, I suppose. I only got to swatch a little bit at night, so I couldn't really pick up on a lot. So it's in one of these, matte black cases, or actually it's kind of shiny, satin finish, like it matters. And then the inside, so it has a mirror, which is a bonus, except for videos. So the eyeshadows look like this, and I don't know how blurry that will be, or if not. And it says we do not test on animals on the back, which I approve, and it has all the ingredients. It is talc in it, so it's not necessarily great for you, and that's like one of the main things. So it's definitely, they're not mineral eyeshadows for sure, but look at all these. I'm really excited about, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to blind you with the mirror. I'm really excited about this turquoisey shade, which was the one that Queen of Blending used, and a lot of these, providing that they're somewhat pigmented. So let's do a test and see how worth it they are. So I'm gonna try this neutral one. I'm always really wary about matte shades in these kinds of palettes. Oh, that's not too bad. It looks like that. If I swatch it. Oh good, my skin's really pale, so it's showing. Actually, that's a perfect dupe for Tease from the Naked 2 palette. I really wish I had it with me. That's awesome. I love that color then. Okay, let's try, we'll try one of the colorful ones. So let's try this really light pinky shade. It's like a pastel pink. These look like they'll be beautiful for spring. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not great though for that particular color, but we'll see how it swatches. It's a little light, but actually, that looks pretty buildable, and for $10, like, that's fine. Yeah, it looks better when you build it. Let's do, sorry, my dog is barking. You can probably hear that. I might edit that out. We'll see. It's kind of funny. So let's do a couple of the other shades, like the shimmery ones. We'll do that turquoise one. So this one that I showed you earlier, that I saw Queen of Blending use, and I was like, holy crap, prettiest ever. Oh yeah, that one's really good. He's going crazy, I'm sorry. But anyway, look at that. That's really pigmented. It looks like okay, yeah, and it looks great on the swatch. And it actually doesn't come out too terribly shimmery, which I think is good when you're working with bright colors. I kind of think I have tons of shimmery ones, but I think I might like them better more matte. So that's beautiful, and I'm really excited to use it. The other one I want to try will be this matte dark green. It's always really hard to find really good, beautiful, foresty green shadows, and that's my favorite color on the planet. You guys can just laugh at my dog this whole time. Daddy! Daddy! I don't know. Anyway, foresty green. It looks like that. That's actually really pigmented. That's pretty good. And I will swatch that somewhere next to that light pink. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'd say for $10, like, this is actually pretty amazing. Is there anything else that... I think I tried to pick the most difficult colors, or the colors that were most important to me to swatch, because they're the ones that I might use a lot. But, you know, look at this. I mean, there are tons and tons of shadows. There are tons of shadows in here that would be great for so many different looks. So already, I'm actually really happy with this purchase. I'm really excited to do some tutorials with it and show you all like other things you can do with it. Once again, like I said, it has talc in it as the first ingredient, so if you're sensitive to talc or you don't want to use it, I'm not very knowledgeable on bad ingredients, so I'll have to look more into that, but you know, just be wary of that. It says that it's a safe and gentle formula, but you know, like if for $10, probably not that great. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that is the 60 color BH Day and Night palette. I think the sale might still be going on. I'm not sure. I think this normally retails for about 20, which still, like, holy crap, for 60 eyeshadows that you're probably never gonna get through. Like, excellent price. So yeah, so far, I recommend it. I will let you know as time goes on and I use this more, like maybe do a more in-depth review, we'll see. Or I'll just start using it in tutorials. I have tons of eyeshadows that I need to be using in tutorials, of course. And look for an upcoming like all natural makeup and hair stuff haul. And yeah, I hope you all are having an awesome weekend. Bye.